Happy Thursday to all of you in Tallahassee and beyond. Welcome to our May 30th, 2019 edition of FSU Weather. I'm meteorologist Jay Karstens, and well, same old song and dance here in the capital city today. We're seeing a little bit of shower activity off towards southeastern Alabama ahead of an approaching front which will stall out and dissipate over our area, although we could see those rain chances picking up just a little bit over the next 24 to 36 hours, which is, of course, a welcome sight to see for a lot of us here if we are able to get some rainfall in the capital city. Only calling for about a 30% chance of rain here in Tallahassee, as well as the rest of the area. Pretty much just that standard isolated afternoon convection is what we're going to be expecting. For that 3-day forecast, temperature is going to be staying very high, 96 degrees on Saturday under mostly sunny skies, and that sunshine really makes its presence felt in an even bigger way on Sunday with a forecast high of 97 degrees in the picture, continuing this rather unprecedented streak of extreme heat that we've had here in the capital city. 7 consecutive days now above 95 degrees. That is a May record. For the rest of the show coming up here, again, shower chances will be returning tomorrow. Later on, I'll be tracking the severe weather in Texas and the Northeast that we're starting to see building. And of course, the start of the Atlantic hurricane season is Saturday. Michael and I will be at the desk to break that down in a little bit more detail and see what you can do in terms of getting supplies. But for now, let's go more in depth with Michael for our first local forecast.
Yeah, look at the bright side today, Jake. It was our coolest day in a week. 96 degrees. That's honestly baby steps right there. So that will actually, that's the beginning of some type of cooling trend we'll see for the next, well, for tomorrow. And then we get really hot as we go into the weekend and into early next week. Actually, our low for today was close to our average of 66. So, again, it was a nice cool start to the morning compared to the last few mornings. Now we are at 91 degrees. But with that dew point of 73 degrees, that heat index is very close to triple digits of 99. We were at 104 as our heat index earlier. And the reason why these dew points are getting higher is because the winds are coming off the Gulf now ahead of that front. South wind at 15 miles per hour. Now the temperatures across the rest of the region. Bainbridge, again, the hot spot, usually how it is in the summer, 97 degrees out towards Bainbridge, 90 in Wilma, and then you notice how it's cooler out towards the coastline with upper 80s, 86 in Apalachicola, 86 in Caribou, and 87 in St. Mark's. Now the dew points, again, if you're down towards the coastline, that moisture comes southwestward. But up towards Bainbridge, surprisingly, their dew point has been very low compared to everyone else's for the last few days and the last few weeks. 54-degree dew point in Bainbridge, which honestly feels very nice for this time of year. Now, what the feels like, because our dew point is very low in Bainbridge, the feels like temperature is slightly lower than your air temperature, 95 in Bainbridge. But again, Tallahassee and points southward, your heat indexes are pretty higher compared to your air temperature because of those high dew points. Satellite radar has been clear. We do have some showers due to that cold front slowly inching its way down towards Florida in Opp and in Dothan, just northwest of Dothan. And as we go into tomorrow, that front will slowly get closer to our region, and that will give us the 30% chance of those showers and afternoon thunderstorms, which honestly we do need, and we'll show you the drought monitor later, how that drought has really worsened in the last week because of this heat wave. So the satellite radar shows you that cold front really weakening, but with the instability and the afternoon heating tomorrow, we might get those showers and thunderstorms to pop up, and that's the only rain chance we'll have for at least the next 5 days until the sea breeze starts kicking in as we go into late next week. So tomorrow will show you how we do have that front moving closer to Tallahassee, and it will cause those showers and thunderstorms to pop up into the afternoon. Might have a heavy shower just north of St. Mark's late tomorrow evening. And then as we go into the overnight hours and into Saturday, that cold front moves through and will heat it up going into the weekend with temperatures getting close to those 98 degrees on Monday, and then we'll start to tad down a little bit in terms of our temperatures going back to the mid-90s. Now let's send it off to Tyler with the Southeast.
Thank you, Michael. And it's been pretty much the same story for much of the Southeast here. Pretty hot, pretty dry conditions all throughout. Tallahassee right now, it's 91 degrees. Charleston, which has been our hot point for this past week or so, is at 92 right now. As we move westward, it's a little bit cooler, 82 in Little Rock and 81 in Tulsa right now. We have winds moving in from the south up to Tallahassee at 15 miles per hour. Overall, not too many strong winds besides that. In Tulsa, we're at 15 miles per hour as well. Pretty breezy throughout the southeast, but nothing to worry about there. As for our dew point temperatures, pretty muggy throughout the entire southeast as it has been all week, except Atlanta and Charlotte are feeling a little bit better with dew points of 63 and 60 degrees. Also Tulsa at 54. but these coastal regions have higher dew points due to them being close to the water. And because of the lack of rain in the southeast, we have been experiencing some very dry conditions, especially in the deeper parts of the southeast. Tallahassee, we haven't seen any rain in about 13 days or so, so it's very dry there. And as we move towards southeast Georgia and southeast South Carolina, conditions are getting even drier there as well, moving up towards Raleigh in North Carolina. And we actually have a red flag warning here in South Carolina, meaning that the chances of wildfires sparking up are a lot higher because rain hasn't been very common in that region for a while. And as you can see, not much to see on the radar in terms of rain. A little bit here in South Alabama, a little bit in Southwest Louisiana, just some pop-up showers. We have some remnants of these storms that were in Arkansas and Missouri from yesterday in Tennessee right now. And as we look at the next 24 hours, most of the showers we're going to see are some pop-up showers, not anything too developed here, just small rain chances as we go throughout tomorrow. And looking at our storm chances, highest chances are going to be in North Carolina and South Carolina. Here in the Big Bend region, our chances are going to be fairly small, but we still have about a 30% chance of rain to help cool things off down here. Looking at tonight's temperatures, Tallahassee is going to dip down to 73 degrees. Out in the west, it's going to get even colder at 63 in Little Rock, 68 in Shreveport, and 73 in Houston. And looking at tomorrow's temperatures, we are going to get up to 90 degrees in Tallahassee. Hopefully things start to stay cool because of the rain that is possibly going to move through. 95 in Orlando, 92 in Charleston, and up in Nashville looking pretty nice at 85 degrees. But right now I'm going to pass things off to the desk with Jake and Michael for a look at the tropics.
Yeah, thanks, Tyler. And with May closing and we're finally going into June, Saturday, June 1st, marks the beginning of hurricane season.
Yeah, as you may know, we've already had a named storm, albeit it only lasted for about a day. Good old subtropical storm Andrea out by Bermuda. But relevant info to consider starting tomorrow is the Florida legislature and Governor Ron DeSantis recently passed the 2019 Disaster Preparedness Sales Tax Holiday into law. So what is that all about, Michael?
Yeah, so tomorrow through June 6th, that's when items related to what you need for disaster preparedness are exempt from that sales tax. And it doesn't apply to rental or repair items.
Exactly, so keep that in mind, only if you're purchasing new items. So always exempt. Some options on that include canned foods, bottled water, first aid kits, over-the-counter and prescription medications, baby food and formulas. Some new items that are going to be covered by this sales tax exemption are?
Yeah, they're ice packs, flashlights and candles and lanterns. Honestly, flashlights is the best option out of all that. Then we have gas and diesel fuel containers, very important as well. Batteries, another important one. Coolers, radios, tarps and bungee cords, another very important one, especially if you're off towards the panhandle. And generators, $750 or less. So very important items overall.
Yeah, so you can just give that a quick Google search if you want any sort of refresher on everything that you can buy. And again, this is in effect until June 6th. So we'll have a special show actually planned for Monday, kind of breaking down some hurricane climatology, some things you can expect. Also, may show you guys a special interview that we did a little while back with a certain someone from the Weather Channel. But we'll see about that come Monday. That's your job. So
yeah, and again, it's always good to be prepared. You've seen the last 3 years. At all my time at Florida State, every single year has been a hurricane.
Exactly. So
always be prepared.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm gonna head out now. We're gonna talk about the national weather picture here. We still see some severe activity, albeit thankfully things have calmed down just a little bit from that rather unprecedented stretch of severe that we've really seen over the past couple of weeks. And I would know, I was out on the plains on a bit of a vacation for a few days out there in Oklahoma and Texas, and was right there for that high risk day that we saw. Pretty hot down there in Texas now. Southwestern Texas starting to see some thunderstorm activity and some supercells forming, so we'll look into that in just a bit here. But in the southeast, we got this cold front stretching down from Illinois and Indiana down through to the Gulf of Mexico and stalling out over southern Texas. Right around this area is where we're seeing one of our severe weather sort of hotbeds. And then as we go off towards the mid-Atlantic states and up towards Pennsylvania is another area that we're watching right now. So again, for today and the rest of the evening here, a slight level 2 out of 5 risk for severe weather. All modes of severe weather are possible in southwestern Texas, as well as up towards the mid-Atlantic states. Wind is primarily going to be the main threat in those areas. A severe thunderstorm watch is in effect for those spots, as we'll see right here. This little box in pink here indicates a severe thunderstorm watch in effect through 9 p.m. tonight in areas areas of New Jersey down through, say, Dover, Delaware, and even just a little bit east of Washington, D.C. A couple active warnings outside of that, as well as in addition to flooding concerns. You see this faded out green box indicating a flash flood watch also in effect through tonight for a good chunk of Pennsylvania. And as we go off towards the southwest, this yellow box indicates a tornado watch in effect until 10 p.m. Central Time, stretching from El Paso down towards San Angelo, southwestern portions of Texas. This discrete supercell action going on right here. Underneath the clouds, you can see this faint orange box indicating a severe thunderstorm warning, as well as off to the southwest of San Angelo here. And again, with that area, all modes of severe weather, damaging winds, hail, and tornadoes are all possible with this system out there. So we'll look into the future here and see what's going on tomorrow. The threat shifts off towards the north and east. We have an area that we're watching around Lake Michigan, Wisconsin and Michigan in particular, as well as another area in the mid-Atlantic that we could be seeing for some severe activity tomorrow. And again, a slight risk of severe weather has been issued by the Storm Prediction Center as we go off towards the Carolinas and again up near, say, Green Bay and Milwaukee. As for tonight, temperatures staying warm in the southeast. You see a bit of that frontal contrast starting to shape itself off to the northwest of Atlanta in particular, but for tomorrow, we'll see the threat of showers and storms starting to build a little bit closer to home and sticking around in areas like the mid-Atlantic as well as southwestern Texas. So now we're going to close off the show with Tyler for our last local forecast.
Thanks, Jake. And as you can see throughout the summer, temperatures seem to vary a lot as you go throughout the day. Whenever you start in the morning, you can be as low as 70 degrees, but quickly it starts to pick up as we go towards noon, up to 88 high. And today, we hit a high of 94 at 2 p.m. Temperatures stay pretty high from there on out and only start to cool down as we move towards the end of the night. In Tallahassee right now, it's 91 degrees, a little bit warmer as we move inland and cooler as we move towards the coast. That sea breeze cooling things down a little bit for people in St. Marks, Carabel, and Apalachicola. And if we're looking at what it actually feels like outside, though, because they have high dew points in those areas, it feels a little bit hotter there than what the actual air temperature is like. Places like Bainbridge that don't get as much moisture in the air right now are feeling right around what the actual temperature is like. Tallahassee right now feels like 99 degrees outside, and not much rain to talk about today, not anything to cool us off. Tomorrow is when we get our rain chances picking up to about 30%, and because of the lack of rain that we've had for the past 2 weeks, is very dry throughout the entire Big Bend region. We're starting to reach drought-like conditions, and today we didn't see any rain, and it's been a major departure from the normal for us in terms of rain. We're not seeing as much rain as we would normally on average for this time of year. For the year, we're 9 inches of rain less than what we would usually get. And as we move towards Friday, we see these pop-up showers start to pick up with chances of storms increasing as we go through the afternoon. But as we move towards Saturday, the rain starts to move out again. So Friday is our best chance at getting some relief from these high temperatures. If you're trying to plan your day tomorrow, rain chances are going to be pretty small in the morning hours. But as we move throughout the day towards 4 p.m., rain chances are going to pick up the most right then at 30%. And it's going to be 94 degrees. Taking a look at the week ahead, on Friday, as I've been saying, 30% chance of rain, and Saturday, 96. Sunday's going to get all the way up to 97, and Monday even hotter at 98 with only a 10% chance of rain. So we're going to try and keep things are going to stay dry after that 30% chance of rain. We're going to have some chances of showers as we go throughout next week, so it's not going to be as bad as what we experienced this week. But it's still we're going to be experiencing dry conditions, so don't expect a lot of relief to come soon. But it's only going to get better from here on out because we've experienced 13 days without rain. You can't get much worse than that. Things are just going to continue to improve for us. Temperatures at night, though, are going to be pretty nice at 71 degrees for most of next week. Make sure to follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/FSU Weather. And also on Facebook and Instagram as well. And you can always watch us live on YouTube at youtube.com/FSU Weather. But that is all the time we have. Oh, sorry, and Instagram at FSU Weather. But that'll be the end of the show for tonight. Have a great night.